Mum of Two Monsters here for July 2025 wrap up. Yep, I'm almost the end of August and I'm still doing it. I'm going to have a lot of temp stitch catching up to do after I film this. Anyway, hello, all my flossy friends. Welcome back if you're a existing subscriber. Hello anyone new. I am a bit of a hot mess as per normal, because as soon as I push the button everything goes out of my brain, as you can already tell. This is a channel about my cross-stitching journey and all the projects I do and start and take a long time to finish. I've got the couch, so I've decided to film on that. Hopefully. Oh, hello, Sophie. You gonna come home? No, she's not. She was just up here, so I thought I'll push it and start it now, and hopefully, but as soon as I pushed, she was like off. Anyway, I'm going to jump in. As I said, welcome. I'd really appreciate everyone that comes to see and visit me. I do look down a lot, sorry, because I've got my notes and my brain is like a sieve and nothing retains, so I need to always have my notes. So I have one start, finish, almost FFO'd. I just need to sew it up and put the little felt on the back, but it's Sweata Weatha. Excuse my nails, I can't paint them because work won't let me. There's no point painting them for one day and taking it straight off. But anyway, see, squirrel. Sweata by Whistle Stop Stitcher Designs. It's on a 28 count random sample, even from Stitches and Spice, who are no longer operating. Started this on the 22nd of July and finished it on the 24th. So yes, it's I'll just about like that. So that is Sweata Weatha. So that is my one start, finish, FFO. Where am I going to put these without? Because I know Nice is going to come in shortly, because I can already hear him at the door. Okay, I have another new start. It is stitching, but it's not cross stitching. It's Bollywood inspired, so it's Indian inspired embroidery. Do I have a picture? I might have a picture. So it was part a class I took with the Bendigo Embroidery Guild. It was supposed to be 2 days. Unfortunately, it was a Sunday and Monday, and I had to work on the Monday, so I was only there for the one day. Getting it all out. I have so much stuff to use. Apparently, there's no such thing as too much for anything Bollywood inspired. So it's using sequins, like sequins, beads, trim. Is in a project bag that I think I got this one from Taryn. Taryn, did I get this one from you? No, I'm going to put this one online actually from a stash unload. Anyway, you don't really care about that particular thing. You're here to see the actual stitching. Now, so this is where I'm at. So you could choose your background colour, you could choose your colour of whatever design you were doing. I went for an elephant. And here is where I've got to. I have apparently a lot more to do. So as I said, it's never enough. Too much is not enough. I was just going simple and she's like, no, go bold. I'm like, okay. A lot. I have lots of different stuff to put on. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to have fun with that. It might make him into temperature stitching at one stage, I'm not sure. But I do love it. It is my colours, pink and blue, with a bit of bling. At the moment, it's only a little bit of bling. It won't be. It will be a lot of bling. All right, put that in. So that is my new start. I started that on the 13th of July. The tutor was Sue S. I can't say her. Is it on here? Because she's got a very long name. Here we go. That is her name there. She goes to India a lot and gets a lot of inspiration. Her designs are amazing. I wish I had have been able to go for more than the one day though. I actually joked that I should take a sickie and go. And wouldn't you believe I actually was sick the next day. So I didn't go to work like I was originally planned, but I also didn't go to this because I was laying in bed, thought I was dying. Slight exaggeration, I know. But still. All right, so whips. Whip Go did not get done at all. Either did my Full Coverage Friday or Focus to Finish project because I was prepping for the Stitching in Winter retreat in Ballarat, plus having open house inspections. That's been fun. I've had 4 so far. So none of that got done. I literally only did temperature stitching. 2 numbers weren't called, which was 7 and 9. So I am going to jump in with the first one. Yep. Yes, I'm slightly loopy because today's video is brought by Energy Drink. Shove it on the cat tree. Because I was up until 2 a.m. doing some of my focus piece last night. And it's now like 7, 8 in the morning or something. Not 7. It's at least 8 or 9. All right. So the first one is I'm going to try and put pictures up of what they're all going to look like and keep them there while I show the project. That's if I can remember. All right, this is called Dragon in a Cup by Alexandra Zamora, by Etsy, patterns by S.A. Stitch on Etsy. I started this on the 31st of December 2024. It's on 22 count hardanger and I worked on this 2 times. So because with my temperature stitching, if it's in Pattern Keeper, it gets 100 stitches. If it's just a paper pattern, it's half an hour. So it got 200 stitches, and this is where I'm at. And Nice is barking, so I might have to go and pause and let him in. Because no one wants to listen to that, especially not the neighbours on a Sunday morning. Bear with me. Okay, there. Hello. Say hello, neighbour. All right, sit down. We're doing a floss tube. Sit down. Oh, I've just pushed start, dude. Sit. Sit. Come be my co-host, but sit. Relax. Take a chill pill. I'm on the energy drink. You need to chill. Okay. I knew I should have waited to push start. All right. Nice. If you're going to be a pain, lay down. I'm now doing my... Lay down. All right. How about I push pause and we have some cuddles so you relax. Can't reach. Okay. Going to try this again. Hopefully he's a bit more calmer. He's got his little seal that he's found from Thomas's room and Poor seal has no eyes now. Okay. Okay, I'll put Sweata Weatha up there for now. Alright, so we're going to go to the Bondage, My Little Pony by Robin's Nest Boutique on Etsy. A lot of these patterns are actually Etsy. I'll put up a picture of where I was here somewhere. Hopefully there's one that already is. This got called, no, sorry, started on the 13th of January 2025. Materials 28 count opal even weave. It's a random dye by Colour Cascades. And this got called 4 times. So it's got 400 stitches on it. And here I am. I just love the opal. Nothing like a bit of sparkle. So the face is almost, you know, I've got a little bit more here to do, and then its ear, and then I'll start filling in the eyes, and then I'll move it fabric back down, but I want to get this area done first. So that is Bondage, My Little Pony. Alright, I don't want to throw them and him attacking it all. So, if I place it, there. Alright, next is number 2 is my Quaker Aussie flag by Viv Stitches on Etsy. And it got called 5 times, so it's had 500 stitches. Which way does it go? That way. So that's where it is up to. Bring it in. And that is also on a sparkly fabric. Because, you know, Christy, sparkle. I started that one on the 26th of January 2025, which was Australia Day. Had to think then. Here in Australia, of course, Australia Day, here in Australia. It's on the 28 count opal even weave. Next is my Carolina Hurricanes. It got the second most amount of stitches. I reckon this might be the one that's closest to a finish. Oops. Alright, so it is by Nene Designs on Etsy. I started this on the 3rd of March. Oops, why have I got... Oh, that's right, the needle's there. Alright, so here is where I am. It is also on a sparkly fabric, as you can see. Look at that sparkle. 28 count. Do you think I have a opal sparkle obsession? Because it looks pretty. Alright, anyway, there it is. There I'm. It got called 7 times. So 700 stitches went into that. Excuse me, what are you doing? That poor seal. So I'm loving it. That's probably the closest to a finish. It will have some more white stitches to go in, a cream, and then I think it's still got a bit of red to go. It did get worked on just a tiny little bit, so it's a little bit more than 700 stitches because I did work on that at the retreat, but only a little bit. I didn't get much stitching done. I did have a finish, but I'll tell you that in August's wrap up in, you know, a week or so. Alright, so my next one is the one that got the most. It was called for 8 times, so it had 800 stitches. It is Dryad by Heaven and Earth Designs. Design, painted, whatever, by Renee Beartemple. She has been retired from Heaven and Earth. It is a naked, semi-naked lady. So if you want to skip for a bit, if you don't want to see that, I'm not even up to her yet. So it's all good. But here's a picture. And here is where I am. I don't think the couch needs a wash, dude. Strange dog. Well, he's turned two. Turned two a couple of weeks last week. Alright, here it is where I am. Worked on a lot of black. Brought it down here. Oh, and here comes... Oh! There goes Fergus. There's monster number one. He's like, nope, I'm not floss tubing today. There goes Nice, chasing Fergus, because, you know, he loves to do that. Alright. Oh, I started that on the 10th of March 2025. It's on 25 count even weave. 2 over 1/10 stitch. Next is... No barking. Hey! No barking, dude. No one's at the door. Sorry if that set your dogs off. Just has to bark for the sake of barking. Oh, and Ben dyed my hair. Monster number one dyed my hair. So Grace be gone. Okay. Number 5 was Autumn Acres Farm by, I was going to say Heaven and Earth again. Hands on Designs. It was designed by Priscilla from Real Housewives of Prestige. But this is a hands-on design. It's chalk on the farm. Have the paper pattern here. It started on the 14th of April 2025. It's on 14 count black Ada, and I called for 3.5 times. So that, because it's a paper pattern, it got half an hour per call, so an hour and a half. And I haven't been saying about needle minders. Some of mine, but this one is a Ginger Stitch AU. That was an exclusive for the Vic Stitches 24 retreat. I figured it's relevant since it's a cow and we're on a farm. And I'm stitching on the barn. Oh, I didn't mean to flip you off then. How about I point with that one? So I am doing this one as like a colouring book, I suppose. I'm doing all the white outlines and then I'll just go and do the fill-in. And it's in my autumn bag, which I love because it's patchwork. One day, I know I say this every time, one day I'd like to learn to do patchwork. Okay. Number 6 is my Toronto Maple Leafs gnome by Nene Designs on Etsy. It is stitched on 28 count opal even weave. I started this one on the 27th of April 2025, and this only got called once, so it's only got 100 stitches in. So there's where I'm up to. Hopefully it's in picture. I was really hoping that would get called more, but it didn't. So, you know. But I do love it. I love it. I love it. Because, you know, I like my hockey. Alright. Next one. Oh, and my last one. My last bit is number 8. Is Four Delays by Ink Circles. So it's also a paper pattern. It also got called once, so it only got half an hour. This is what it will look like. This is where I'm up to. I have had to move it slightly. Hang on, I'll move the thread. And here is where I am. So that one, Needle Miner, is one of mine. And this one I've got from my friend Kate, who was also at the retreat. This is using, what is it, material 16 count navy Aida, and it's 6 for you PR104. How pretty is it? So that is that. Now, as I said, we're going to do it done. Ada did my full coverage. I didn't use my board at all. So, collection editions. I don't have very many. I did get 3 patterns from the Aussie Stash Unload site. I got Just Nan Violet Humbug. Yes, I've got the beads. I got it's just the chart and some leftover beads, but not the tin. But it's over the top limited edition tin 2008. Boo! So I'll just do the top. I might find a tin that I could put it on. And then Just Nan again, Rosebud Tweet. It is also just the chart. Isn't she cute? So those were my collection editions, because, you know, requiring stash is also just another hobby of collecting. Now, my plans going for August, considering I'm in the last week of August. I'm going to be doing my temperature stitching, which I think I'm still just going to stay with the highs. I think I will plan on maybe doing the lows with, I seem to be just focusing on all my new starts, because happy, shiny, new, you know, all attracting. The poor little old ones aren't getting, even before this month, not really touched. So I figured I might do pre-2025, apart from Dragon in a Cup, because that was 2024 still, but anything, say pre-2024, will, excuse me, maybe become temp stitching, but for the lows. And because we've got not much of a range, I might do the points. So at the moment, you know, 0.9 or 1.3. So I'll do the points. That way it gives them variety. Because at the moment, it's just ranging from basically 0 or minus to 4. We are in our last week of winter, so it is starting to heat up. Yes, I know I'm talking, shouldn't be talking about, because this is August, but you know. So I might start that in September. And I'll also be doing a new start in September with Steph X Stitch for her fantasy sale. But we had previously talked about it, and we're going to start it together. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that in the next one, because I keep forgetting this is July's wrap up, not August. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Are you going to come and say bye? Because I need to do all of them for August, so I've got a lot of catching up in the next week and a half, maybe week. That's why I need my energy drink. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for staying with me. I really, really appreciate it. Remember to be yourself because everyone else is taken, and take some time for yourself. Bye, friends.